Namaste. Namaste. Namastizzle. Nama mother stizzle. What's going on? Happy Thursday. Um, Peace, shalom, and any other greeting like grand afternoon and peace. What's up? Today is Thursday. What's up, Sharon? First here, huh? First here. All right. Don't forget to hit that like button, share, subscribe. All righty. What is going on? There's so much going on every time I come to speak to y'all. Something else is happening. You know what I'm saying? Um, get settled here. Uh, what's up? What's up, Sharon? Caribbean Grimoire. Peace, my brother. What's going on? What's the deal? Um, any of y'all, watch Lost? I didn't say any of y'all, but I mean there's only two people that I see. Um, Man, that show is out of sight. That show, wow, knows how to pull on your heartstrings with these characters too. That is a great, great show. Lost, if you haven't seen it. What's up, brother Kunami? What's up, Nate the Great? Hello, Anubis. Uh, I still was talking to Konami about that. Still can't think of a single TV show that has me so attached to the characters that when they die, it's like shedding tears and shit. I mean, well, coming close to shedding tears, but pulling on your heartstrings and you feel sad for the characters, like you actually know them. I mean, this story was so deep. It was so moving. It was so touching. You know what I mean? It was like, wow. Um, it was shocking. As a matter of fact, every death that was on Lost was shocking. That the writers of that show should be paid. They really should be paid. Now I see all the hype. I see all the awards. I see all of that. I see why Lost got all of that. It is an excellent, excellent show. Shout out to Brother Konami for convincing me to watch it. That's a great show. You know what I mean? I'm almost close to the end. We finished up Better Call Saul. I didn't want to see that end. And we're almost finished with the Magicians. So I got a list of possible shows that's going to come after that. I think Fringe is one of them. I'm ready to get back into like the really knowledgeable shows where you can get a lot out of it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? See what I'm saying? The Philly slang comes out every once in a while. I've been to Texas for almost 20 years now. This time, the first time around was 5, and so now I'm back. And y'all know the story, you know. Well, what's going on with y'all? What's going on, Melanin Mommy? Namaste. What's up, Katrina? What we talking about? I ain't get to that yet. What's up, Tosh? Hello, hello, hello. Um, I was searching my memory for shows that got such great writing and such great direction, and um, I can't remember. I still can't remember. This has been 2 days since I've seen this scene, and I can't remember a TV death hitting me the way that did. You know what I mean? Like you get really attached. And I was like, really? That's how that happened? You know what I'm saying? When it came to The Wire, I figured Omar eventually was going to die on The Wire. Eventually. That's the type of life he lived. He lived like straight cowboy. So I eventually, yeah, it was shocking. but it wasn't emotional for me. I was sad to see him go because I liked Omar. Omar is my favorite character on the wire. But this death, though, I'm like, wow. And I'm still unable to come up with a single TV death that affected me that way. I remember the hype that's going. I'm about to show my age. I remember the hype showing who killed JR or who shot JR. Dallas. That was in the 80s. But that was a lot of hype. You know what I'm saying? It was marketing and all that, but I can't think of one. I really can't think of one. So if you have the opportunity to see Lost, I highly suggest you do it. Speaking of good shows, Good Omens finally got a second season. Took nearly 4 years. Good Omens? I don't think I've even heard of that. Is that on Hulu? That might be on Hulu. I think I might have started it and didn't finish it. Good Omens? Is that what's up? That's the name of Good Omens? Is that like a witchy show, kind of? Let's look. While we sitting here talking, let's look. Good Omens. Yeah, I think that's the same thing I'm thinking of. Good Omens. I never got into that one. And it looks just from the cover like good versus evil. Yeah, I didn't finish this one. I didn't really start it, to be honest. I didn't really start it. It must be a good show if y'all say it took 4 years to get a second season. Oh, it's on Prime. Okay, got you. I remember that. My mom and grandma watched Dallas back in the day. My mother, my grandmother, my aunts, everybody watched Dallas back in the day. And they started inputting Who Shot JR in commercials and shit. It was wild. That was a wild time to be alive, bro. Like I say, I'm showing my age, but who cares? Peace and blessings, Moonfeather. How are you? A Guardians of the Galaxy series come out? Yeah, that was it didn't grab me, to be honest. Guardians of the Galaxy didn't grab me like that. You know what I mean? I don't know why. Certain shows just don't do it for me. You know, shows that show time travel, you know, alternate universes, those are the kind of shows that grab me. You know what I'm saying? Like Fringe. Fringe was excellent. Fringe was excellent. And I have no doubt in my mind that the government has that kind of technology. I have no doubt in my mind whatsoever. Okay. It is hot as shit in Texas still. It is getting hotter. I don't know what that is. It ain't the sun though. If it's the sun, it's serious. No, I don't say I'm not saying I'm serious. I'm saying serious. The planet's serious. Because it looks like a sun in the middle or something. It looks really weird. You know what I'm saying? Like it's behind a glass dome or something. Yeah. We knew all this was going to come out sooner or later. Anybody from New York? Anybody in New York? Peace and chaos. I ain't said that in a long time. Peace and chaos, Portia. Did I see the last one? No. Like I said, some shows just don't grab me, and Guardians of the Galaxy didn't, unfortunately. I may have to revisit it. My wife likes it. You know, I'm you know what I mean? But anybody in New York? I see there's quite a few people in here now, but is anybody in New York? Did y'all see what's going on in New York? They say the sky's orange in New York. They say it's from Canada. You know what I mean? But I just came across a meme poster, a Twitter, I should say. And this is what it says. I have to share this with y'all. I had to grab this to share it with y'all. Check this out, y'all. Now see that? The air is getting thicker. The smell of burning is inescapable. The sun is gone. The headlights are on. Pray for us. And look at the response from Al Mussolini. It says, all of this because of a woman's only Canadian firefighting team having a controlled burn get out of containment during training. Some women's moments are so apocalyptical, it stops being funny. Now, I don't know how true that is. That's why I'm asking, is anybody in New York? I've asked my New York friends on my Facebook page to check in. Only one person said anything. I know damn well I got a lot of New York folks on my friends list. I said, please check in. Are y'all all right? Nobody said, one person said something. Speaking of technology that Hollywood shows on screen, there's a show called Upload. And I know that tech exists to upload one's mind to the internet. Tosh, I'm glad you mentioned that. That is one of the shows I got on my what to watch next list. That is one of them. I was told about that one 2 years ago, I think. What's going on, Donna? The last movie was so good, Ask Your Wife. I don't think she's seen it. Oh, Donna's in Canada. The fires, we have 3 fires in Canada, Quebec, Alberta, and Ontario is burning. Ain't nothing we can do. My city was orange too, and it was 31 degrees. I could barely breathe. God damn, y'all got to stay in the house. The earthquake and flooding in Haiti. No, didn't hear about that. Damn. That's how it is in Philly. Not orange, but it smelled of smoke and poor air quality. Thank you, Nate the Great. I'm from Philadelphia. I got family in Philadelphia. Nobody said a goddamn word. Nobody has said a word to me. And I'm like, are y'all all right? Peace. Jempress, how are you? California is used to orange skies. Every few years, we have bad Northern California fires, mostly in Trump-supporting territory. Melanin Mommy, I thought you were in Florida. Was I wrong? Upload is dope. Okay. Thank you for that. It's horrible there in Detroit. The same signs they have up in New York, they have up in London now. Like the post I sent you. I saw that post and I was like, I was looking at it, but it was right before I came in here. I'm like, whoa. So you got Lucifer's 444. Killing, Lucifer, Diablo, all of them 444, Sumerian, the devil. All of this gematria y'all missing because Konami put it up in the school. He does it every day, y'all. Every day. And that's the last post he put up. So you can connect the dots when you know gematria. The Gempress. I'm in Toronto. Okay. We are second worst air quality in the world. One fire was 1 hour from where I farmed. It smells like a big campfire. I would highly suggest staying in the house. Is that going to help? Is that going to help if y'all stay in the house? What's going on? Love and Lights, Shadow Twerk Tarot. Namaste. Yeah, the fires are bad. We can't do anything. We stop one, another will start. We have to wait for Mother Nature to have mercy here. Montreal had the second worst air quality in the world after Toronto. See, here is where magic will actually be beneficial. I'm not being facetious by saying that. You know, when natives did rain dances, that's exactly what it was for. It's for rain to come down. They needed rain for their crops and stuff. Now would be the perfect time for all these so-called great magicians to come together to do group rituals to help out these cities that's burning and got poor air quality. You know what I mean? I'm not being facetious. I'm being very serious when I say that. Now would be the time. Like a couple years ago, now would have been the time. I said that then. Now would have been the time for all these great, powerful, I'm the best magicians to come together and do something about the shit that's going on. You see what I'm saying? Bunch of them. I got a hole in my shirt. Damn. It's a thin shirt, though. Anyway. We've been taking lung and respiratory tinctures and mullein. Yeah, mullein, I've told people 3 years ago to take mullein because after that jab, they were having respiratory issues. Mullein is great for like things that deal with your chest and your lungs. It helps a tiny bit. They want to demolish the green protected parts. Damn. Montreal got better now, but the air's still bad. It rained yesterday, so the air's a lot better than before. Man, now would be the time for these covens and these like fucking what's the name of that group that's Hoodoo Delish? Now would be the time for them to do something that's going to benefit something else other than their pockets. Don't get me on that topic because I'll go all night. I will go all fucking night. Did y'all know? Any of y'all on Twitter? Are y'all on Twitter? On Twitter, there's a group, and I noticed that groups like this just have a safe place to be racist. It is what it is, you know. These kind of groups are allowed. It's called Blacks Taking L's on Twitter. And they showed a Waffle House fight, an employee versus a customer. Of course, they were black. Remember, I'm going to start using the term black when it applies to niggas. I don't like using the word black because I can't believe people will still call themselves black. You know what I mean? That's just me. But black taking L's on Twitter. And I look and I scroll through. I don't like Twitter. I don't have Twitter. I don't have TikTok. I don't like either one of them. You know. But I don't like the way you have to navigate Twitter. I've never been a fan. But what distresses me and disconcerts me is that these are two young boys fighting, right? And where I'm from, and when we was growing up, you had to have hands in the hood. You had to know how to fight. These young boys do not know how to fight because they swing like sissies. You know what I mean? All wild, and they don't know how to jab and stick and move. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how to do none of that. They just like sissies. What's going on, Brother Moore? Happy Jupiter Day. I'm glad you remember. Today is Thursday. I'm not wearing purple, but today is the day of Jupiter, planet of abundance and prosperity, and the color purple, or the color, you could use blue today too. Over in the West, they use the color blue. All right, I follow us over the East, and that's purple. Know anything about Larima stones? Got some in Dominican Republic. Psychic abilities have increased. I'm drinking mullein right now. No, I don't. I've never heard of that stone. But I always have stones around me. And oddly, I don't have any around me right now. Only thing that's around me is my organite piece. I usually have a stone or two somewhere near me. But I do have this piece. God damn. Remember I went to that mining trip in Arkansas? Went to a crystal mining in Arkansas, Hot Springs. That's where I got this this is quartz. Okay. This whole thing is quartz. I remember the elder saying that, be careful because it does draw energy, meaning it can suck up energy. This is I keep this one in my office. I think a piece just fell. But yeah, no, to answer your question, no, I've not heard of that. That jab is causing strokes. Speak on it. It's causing a whole lot of issues. Last year, I did rain spells for my city. This year, I wonder if I have the power to do more than the city. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean, Donna. That's what, magic is for. That's one of the reasons for shit like this. And they slow. Jupiter is my day of the week I was born. Larimar Stone. I pronounced it wrong. I'm sorry. I've not heard of that. Someone got to summon Metatron for help this global warming ruining weather. You know what I mean? Summoning Metatron isn't that difficult either. Remember, I'm always talking about Kabbalistic magic. Now would be the time for magicians to show this shit. But again, lip service. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. I'm sorry. I got quiet for a second because I saw one of my friends say, I detect a hint of pandemic in the air. Nobody outside, minimal traffic, and quietness. Hashtag pandemic, hashtag Canada, hashtag smoke, hashtag homebody. Try to, wow. Then I see this. Jesus. Tesla robots are now walking around and learning about the real world, y'all. I robot anyone? Check that out. Crazy, right? Isn't that crazy? Oh, you had to spell wrong? How do I clean my courts? I use sage. I clean with sage. Um, what else do I do? That's about it. I don't do a whole lot of cleaning. I kind of leave them alone, let them do their thing. Is this causing a glare in the camera, y'all? Um, I kind of just sage them to clean them. Other than that, they lying all around my house. So, you know. Uh, so digging deeper. That was the title of this. um, there are a lot of people out here who believe that they are such good decoders that the um the the process of decoding movies is actually just looking at a trailer and then saying what that movie's about. That's surface level shit, y'all. Surface level. You can't tell me that you know a whole movie based off the trailer. Now, I know some of y'all disagree with that, but every time someone has said that and say, oh, it's about this because this is what's in the trailer, blah, 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 I will watch the whole goddamn movie and list everything else that they missed from not watching the whole movie. That's called digging deeper. You know what I'm saying? If you wanted to know the timeline of what's going on right now in the 10 years that they got planned, you have to dig for it. You don't have to dig far. It's not hidden. You know what I mean? But people like being spoon-fed. You know what I mean? I'm not saying you can't take a trailer and decode the whole movie. I think it's kind of hard to do. Every time someone has said that they have decoded a whole movie, I've watched that whole movie and found there was much more to that movie than the goddamn trailer. I'm just saying dig deeper. You know what I mean? Do your research. I sound like a broken record, right? Okay, that's cool. My first ever rain spell I did last year lasted 5 minutes, and I did it by myself, no assistance from other spirits. So second time I did a thunderstorm by accident. I think you may need to do it now, Donna, where you in your city right now. Do you have anyone else in your city, local, that you know that practices magic? Anyone else? Get the flashbangs ready for the box. Christopher Loney says, get the flashbangs ready for the box. Said the same thing. It's a warm up, but to be honest, most people have no clue what's wrong outside, and they just going about their day, even though it's on major news outlets too, or EMP. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Nobody wants to go deeper, and that's exactly what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just wants to be comfortable, and they're showing you everything they're doing. I saw someone say that this was something spiritual. I have to disagree with that. How's it spiritual and you seeing it physically? How's that spiritual? You know they have a timeline of all the things they plan to do to the population. There's a timeline of the 10 years that what they plan to do. There's a timeline. So how is this spiritual? I don't get it. I don't agree. I don't agree at all. This is they doing shit. You know what I'm saying? We can disagree. We ain't gotta agree on this one. I just don't agree. I don't say nothing though. I don't say a word. I'm like, there's people out here who are reporting what's going on in cities, and it's just like 3 years ago. I just read you somebody saying, damn, it seems like, when the pandemic happened, nobody was outside. People were scared. But a lot of people also are ignoring everything. And they just want to go about their day and want to be able to live in peace, go to their jobs, feed their children, go to sleep, and then go to work the next day. Oh, real. Wow. Someone just messaged me. She might be here in the chat room. The only thing I'll be confused about is how to hit another place. I'm not with weather magic because I have a hard time hitting where I can't comprehend. What's going on, Ronan? Stick and move, stick and move. What's going on? Hey, Ashe, Ogun, the Warlock, Osley, Senior. How can you decode a movie just by looking at the trailer? That's just straight out lazy. I think so too. People say it all the time. I'm like, no, you're missing stuff. But like I said, Moonfeather, I agree. But I keep quiet about a lot of shit. I keep quiet. You can get a general plot from a trailer, but miss out on all the themes. Exactly. Exactly. Tesla robots, what were they created for? How about iRobot? Get your custom fitted mining hats. You know what I'm saying? Um, Someone in New York, a friend of mine, she's not in the chat room. I was just looking for her. So she's not in here. I was going to ask her directly, but she said hard breathing this morning and late afternoon yesterday and had to close the windows. City has mass distribution for an N95. Wow. But we still have a sense of humor. Diablo, welcome to hell, New York, 6623. Have y'all seen this? Konami actually sent it to me also, and he put it in his school. Have y'all seen this yet? I'm trying to pull it up. Have y'all seen this? Diablo, 6623, even though the day is the 8th, but it started 2 days ago, didn't it? But back to what I was saying about looking at a trailer, not only is it lazy, a lot of people think that they have gathered up so much knowledge that they don't have to look any further. And I disagree with that. You know, I am the book. You know, I ain't got to watch this. I am this. I am that. I can tell you what this is. It's a lot of people bragging about a whole bunch of shit. And again, I keep quiet. I keep quiet. I pretty much have done talking. I only do it on here now with y'all. Y'all my soul tribe. So I'm here to say you can never do enough research. You can never do enough studying. Okay. You can never do enough magic. Matter of fact, I wish more people would get into it. You know, I feel for the people of New York and Canada, you know, everywhere that's going on. But where are y'all spiritual helpers at? Where are the leaders of the spiritual community at right now? What are they trying to do? What are they not doing? It's coming out wrong. Why aren't they helping? You know what I mean? Why aren't they doing something about this? This is your time to shine. I said this 3 years ago. Where y'all at? This is your time to shine now. Did I keep that on? Did I stop sharing? Okay. Thought I was still sharing. Get it. Get your fisting. Try and print out a map and pin the location. I think is there about 2 Solomon Pentacles that does weather magic. Caribbean Grimoire. There are Solomon Pentacles and talismans that work for damn near everything. You know what I'm saying? You can work with the god Marduk for a lot of shit. Remember I was talking about she who shall not be named the other day when my audio started fucking up? She can be worked. Her legion can be worked for a lot of things. And weather magic is also a Taoist practice. I did something today that I haven't done in a long time, and that's burned hell notes. That's a Taoist practice. These books that are on Taoism are expensive. You know what I'm saying? They real expensive. It took me forever to get hold of these. Let's look at it. Jerry A. Johnson, he was a Taoist. Look at this, y'all. Taoist weather magic and Feng Shui. Okay. These books are expensive. Remember I said in the Taoist practice, it takes a lot of studying, a lot. Okay. They have weather magic in here. It talks about the earth as yin, the earth's heat and light, understanding the landscape, the movement of water. Man, there's so much to this, but all his books are expensive. It took me forever to get the PDFs, y'all. I was looking for, look, the energy of wind, okay? And then they got ancient Chinese characters in here. Whirlwinds and, you know, how you're supposed to stand, how you absorb chi from the 6 directions of space. You go heaven, earth, south, north, west, and east. There's a whole science to this. The energy of water. So weather magic, Taoist weather magic. Here it is. Here you got the 6 laws of Taoist magic. Okay. Understanding weather magic. Using weather magic in combat. Y'all see what it says right here. For most disciples of occult magic, weather magic is one of the most difficult types of sorcery to master. As the title speaks of, weather magic focusing on controlling the various elements in order to change the weather for certain purposes. Let me underline that or highlight it. A trained sorcerer can use weather magic to protect his or her home and community from an oncoming storm in the drought or accomplish some other desired end. However, weather magic is considered to be difficult for one main reason, which should not be taken lightly. Changing the weather system in one area will usually have an effect on the whole world, sometimes causing a domino effect of destruction. What does that sound like? It sounds like the warning in the beginning of the Butterfly Effect movie with what was his name? From that 70s show. What's his name? I forgot his name. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The Butterfly Effect. Oh man, y'all have been talking. Spiritual leader is Drake. I'm sorry, Jumpers. I don't know if you was trying to be funny, but that she said our spiritual leader is Drake. That's a game, but they definitely made sure to implement Lilith. I know it's a game, but the fact that people was putting it out there, I'm like, okay, and relating it to what's going on now. We can't scream loud or long enough. And I'm working while you're streaming. I would get a work call when you get into good stuff. That's okay. That's what replay is for. You have quite a few Taoist books. You have Jerry A. Johnson. Jerry A. Johnson. I'm telling y'all, it took me hell to get these. Check this out. I'm gonna show y'all. I got them all now. Look at this. This one is deep. This one is deep. Taoist magical incantations, hand seals, and star stepping. The only other person that I know that talks about star stepping is, of course, Azazel Bey. Taoist exorcism encounters, magical tools in the Taoist altar, weather magic and Feng Shui, which I was just showing you, plant and animal magic, and mineral magic. It took me fucking forever to find those books on PDF because I refused to buy them. I refused to pay. It was like over $100 for each book. I was like, I'm not doing it. I wanted to, but I just didn't want to because I wanted all of them. Now I'll spend money on expensive books. I've done that. I've shown y'all the Mesopotamian, what's it called? Mesopotamian potency spells. I've spent $200 on that book. You know, I'll do it a lot, but I wanted all. He had like 8 books. I was not. No, I'm sorry. I wasn't. I was trying to wait for the PDFs, and finally, I got a hold of them. Need a spell to make it super sunny out here in GA? That book look and sound kind of fire. All his books are expensive, but they are great for an occultist. Damn, listening to you makes me think of all the old martial arts films and how they would exaggerate the punch and you can hear wind. Man, there's so much to Asian culture. You know what I mean? There is truth that, you know, melanated, they are dark Asians. They keep them hidden, you know what I mean? But we're melanated people everywhere, okay? But there is so much spirituality in the East, you know what I mean? That's why I study the most, all right? Wu-Tang Clan was on something, okay? Wu-Tang Clan was on something, all right? They give you spiritual science in the old martial arts movies. They show you that the wise elders were the most revered in their cultures. The white-haired elders, they revered them. They were their spiritual leaders, okay? Anime, which I'm always talking about, shows spiritual science in it. It is only my opinion but I think it's a valid opinion. I think that is why they are so far ahead of people in the West, because they're taught spiritual sciences in anime. That's part of their culture. Okay, we don't believe it over here. We don't believe in nothing esoteric. Think it's a bunch of nonsense. We're only worried about tablets and the new iPhones and blase, blase, blase. Chinese and Japanese magic, I like. I am no expert yet. I am working on it though. I showed y'all that other book, The Art of Getting Even. You remember that? Nobody's come to me to ask for it. I'm surprised. I'm very surprised, to be honest. Chinese, what is it called? Chinese Taoist sorcery. Y'all remember that? I showed y'all that last time. The Art of Getting Even. When it was talking about, there's so much in that little book, and it's a little known book. I don't know anyone else besides myself that has this book. Chinese Taoist sorcery. The Art of Getting Even. Those entering the realm of magic and sorcery for the first time must keep a few esoteric principles in mind. Firstly, rituals have a twofold nature. They can be used to help people or to destroy them. Prayers to the gods bring increase to the sorcerer, and curses cast on enemies bring about their ruin. Ideally, sorcery should be employed to maintain good health, obtain wealth and contentment, and achieve a long life. Second, it is said that the surest way to achieve self-destruction is to tell one's worst enemy or best friend about the source of one's success. After all, today's friends may be tomorrow's enemies. This came out in 92 and reprinted in 2000. Taoist principles, okay? If you do me a favor, I will return a greater favor to you. But if you hurt me, I will not offer the other cheek. If you insult me, I will punch you. If you punch me, I will break your arm. If you break my arm, I will break your leg. And if you break my leg, I will put you in a coffin. This is the ancient Taoist principle of reciprocity. You know what I mean? You are not supposed to, nor were you ever supposed to turn the other fucking cheek. You got an overview of sorcery. This is a gem, y'all. I swear it is. You got the meaning of chi here, man's life force. Okay. Remember, I'm always talking about Naruto. They show stuff about the chi in there and chakras, and it's just so much spirituality in that one anime. Okay. Chinese sorcery. You got a bunch of spells. See, I showed this the other day or the other week. You know what I mean? You got defensive sorcery. You got food spells. Did y'all hear what it said at the beginning, though? You are supposed to, prayers to the gods bring about the sorcerer. Sorcery should be employed to maintain good health, obtain wealth and contentment, and achieve a long life. That is why I said last live, you shouldn't strive to be homeless. Okay? You are supposed to live contently. You are supposed to be comfortable. All right? I fail to see being homeless as a comfort thing. Okay? And you call yourself a healer or a magician, but you're homeless? How, Sway? How? That doesn't make any kind of sense to me. I said what I said. Damn, listen to you Chinese and Japanese. Ashton Kutcher, thank you. Nay the Great, thank you. I could not think of his name. But there's a message before that movie comes on that says the flap of the butterfly can cause a tornado or something over in another part of the world. That means the chain of events can cause that big ass destructive power to happen. Every time you see time travel and you see somebody attempting to change something, they usually fuck it up and cause something worse to happen in the future. Whoa, I heard about Star Stepping a year ago, but had no idea Azazel Bay spoke on it though. He has an entire lecture on star stepping. He was the only person I've heard speak about it. Then as I got into my studies, I saw star stepping in Taoist magic. And I know he was studying it for a minute because he would wear those Taoist beads. You know, he would speak on things you don't hear other teachers talk about. I might have it here so I can maybe be able to show it to you. Star stepping. I have it somewhere. Star stepping, star stepping. The idea is star stepping. I don't see it right at the moment. The idea of star stepping is to align yourself with the stars and using star power, drawing down star power. That is the idea of star stepping. Yeah, Naruto definitely puts you on game. Have a nice collection of Chinese and Japanese magic books. Some you might have, brother. Okay, I mean, you know, I'm always down to swap. I am always down to swap. I have more than that. More than what I showed y'all. I have way more than that. Like I said, I study mostly Eastern magic. I have a Chinese medical Qigong therapy here. Same guy who wrote those books, Dr. Jerry A. Johnson. But I got other Chinese books. Japanese. Oh, like one of my favorite books is Idris Shah, Oriental Magic. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say be well-rounded, y'all. Be well-rounded. Get it from everywhere that you can get it. All right. A lot of people, I hear them talk about magic, they're regurgitating shit that Bobby Hemmett has said. You can tell they've not done any real research. How else are you going to become adept at this if you don't study it? You can't study surface level magic and call yourself a magician. Also, there are people who practice magic here, but they do baby stuff. Like they think cleansing is spells. Yes, yes. Thanks, Donnie. You're absolutely right. Yeah, they think the simplest shit is doing spells. They think the simplest shit is doing shadow work. Is thinking about your problems. Thinking about your problems, acknowledging your flaws, and they think that's shadow work. Dora pause. My people, my people. My people, my fucking people. You want that book? What book? The Art of Getting Even? Okay. Yeah, remind me. I'll send it to you. Montauk Chia books? Yes, of course. I think I may have all of his books. Montauk Chia? Absolutely. Um, yeah, I got just about all of them. Let me show you. Cosmic Healing, Darkness Technology, Cosmic Self-Massage, Cosmic Sounds, Dark Room Enlightenment, Multi-Orgasmic Couple Summary, Sealing of the Five Senses. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how to Tan Qigong. Yeah, Qi Kung, A Touch of Sex. Taoist Secrets of Love is a good book, you know, by Montauk Chia. I think I have every book he has. Oh, let me not forget this one. Taoist North Star Meditations. Let's see if this comes up real quick. Yep. It's not Jerry A. Johnson. This is someone else. And it's only 5 pages. You know what I mean? Planets and the Stars, the North Star and the Big Dipper. The North Star and the Big Dipper are actually powerful tools that you can use as far as star stepping is concerned. Star stepping is meant for you to get rid of some flaw or illness or something that you want to get rid of. So you use star power at a certain time that you can use the Big Dipper. Okay. Of course, Azazel Bay spoke about it. He has a lecture on it. He also put it in his comic book, how to actually do it. Let me see if I can find it. I know I have it somewhere. It's a he sent it to me. Give me a second, y'all. Radical environmentalist pleads guilty to arson in Western fires in Canada, Oregon, Wyoming. It is a white woman, y'all. It is a white woman. He sent it to me. I'm going to see if I can show y'all. Yep, I found it. I think I did. Yeah, I did. All right. So let me download this real quick. Let me open it. By walking in the pattern of the Big Dipper, you can send a request up to that star system. Polaris is the center of the galaxy, and the Big Dipper is the timekeeper that travels closest to Polaris. By moving in the pattern of the Big Dipper, you synchronize your vibration with the stars. The Big Dipper is a 7-star system that points to Polaris. And then here is the elder actually giving a demonstration on star stepping. Like I said, he had a whole lecture where he is actually teaching a class and they went outside to star step, you know what I'm saying? And it was a great lecture. Maybe I can convert it to an MP4 and sell it. I don't know. Yeah, I've been really hesitant about doing that. I feel like I got to step my game up. Oh man, this has been years though. I'm telling you, it has not happened overnight. It has been years since I've been collecting these books. Star stepping sounds like your kind of stuff. It's star power, y'all. California Nationalist says, if I have people that's always trying to fight me, can I use St. Michael Archangel to stop people from trying to do violence to me? Yeah, you can petition St. Michael. Yeah, he's the one who fights for you. Had some problems the other day buying some PDFs of Azazel Bay's website. Had to email them back a few times to get the download link. That's why I no longer shop there. He's not there running it, so I don't really trust it. I don't know who's running it. So, like I said, it's the luck of the draw as far as buying stuff on his website. Tien Chi Kung. That's how you say it. Oh, thank you. Native Great. Magic, you mentioned on Tuesday the book Self-Initiation to the Golden Dawn Tradition. Do you have that? If so, can you share with me? Self-Initiation into the Golden Dawn. Do I have that? Yeah, I actually do. Cicero. This is that book. It's a complete curriculum of study for both the solitary magician and the working magical group. Self-initiation into the Golden Dawn tradition. You can self-initiate, okay? You can self-initiate a lot of the ones that I'm talking about. All right. Um, Although this book is widely promoted as the work for those wishing to begin the process of self-initiation to the Golden Dawn tradition, the simple fact is this, and only because it is the only book available on the subject. I didn't know that, but this book contains considerable padding, and particularly in the knowledge lectures. There's really no need to learn, as in memorize, the Egyptian names for the elements and a whole stack of other useless correspondence. Have a look for the original knowledge lectures, as these are far, far better than the padding in this book. And I say to that, don't ignore something like that. Actually do the opposite. Remember, I said a lot of these grimoires are meant to tip you in the opposite direction. Okay. A lot of these grimoires are coded for the adepts to actually recognize what they're looking at, and then they use it properly. Okay. But I mean, it's really meant to keep fools away from it, to keep fools from dabbling in it. That sounds so dope in regard to star stepping. Sounds like grown folks elite magic. Yeah. Where I find the info about the arsonist, one of my friends just inboxed me. And I'm like, wow. This says October 10th, 2013. No, this is an old article. Somebody else sent that to me. So that makes when I say something, that makes sense when I say some things to you, and it seems like I'm out here talking baby language. You out here with knowledge of star stepping. Remember, I said levels. There's different levels for different people, different levels of understanding. That is so true. When you go back to a subject, if you start studying a lot and you come back to a certain subject, you'll realize how naive, that's the wrong word, how elementary something seems. Like candle magic is elementary to me now. Okay. But when I was first learning, I was fascinated by it. Okay. So, I mean, voodoo magic, it seems kind of easy to me now. That's because I've studied and studied and studied till my brain's coming out my ears. You know what I'm saying? So it's not an easy process. Not at all. I still encourage it though. I heard you can do anything you want if you use a unicorn spells. What do you think about unicorns bills? So, I was just talking to a Rose Cross member this morning about that same book. Oh, you know a Rosicrucian order? You know someone? That's what's up. Keep that connection. Then people still are sending me stuff. Everything Liber is relevant. Liber Resh is, do I have that? I think I should have that. Y'all know where my email, I'm not going to keep. And remember, I'm not going to keep doing, as much as I'm wanting to do this for the people, I'm not going to constantly give out books. That's not something I'm going to constantly do. Okay? You are eventually going to have to do your own research. I don't mind sharing a time or two, especially if I fucks with you like that, but you are eventually going to have to do your own research and find these books on your own. Me just giving you stuff, unless you're an actual student of mine, that takes away from your process. I don't want to be, you know, damn it. People are sending me stuff from Twitter now. Wow. There's a whole Twitter conversation about these fires. Liber Resto, Anubis, all those are relevant. Collect as much as you can while you can. You was like, why I get quiet? Liber Lilith is a great book if you want to work with Lilith. It is really good. That's the one by Donald Tyson. I don't have Liber Resh. I should have it, but I don't. At least I can't find it right now. Get everything you can that has to do with the Lima. Okay, and Crowley. All right. He may have died broke and a drug addict, but bypass that. Take what you need, throw out the rest. Okay. Get past their personality and what they've done publicly. Forget all that. You got to get the information. That's all that matters. Magick, the Magic LaCroix. What's up, Kush African? Do you think that Jesus was real, or do you think the Gnostics made it up? What do you think about Jesus and Islam? By the Nation of Islam says Master Farah Muhammad was God. Wow. How many questions are you going to ask? The Gnostics were the real deal Christians. They were killed off. The Nation of Islam, I no longer follow. Master Farah Muhammad was the kind. All right. So there you have it. That in a nutshell. Man, I'm going to have to invest into you. Yeah, Donald Tyson. Anubis, you're on the right track, though. You already got Kabbalistic magic. Keep going. I'm going to keep encouraging y'all to get these grimoires and read. Okay. With that being said, thank you for joining me today. I have to go. All right. I always appreciate these interactions. I still didn't get to talk about everything I wanted to talk about. That happens every single time. But don't forget, I spoke about the last live. I said, if y'all want to have like a study kind of group thing for me to go over some grimoires, name the grimoires. By next live, I implore you, think about a grimoire you would like me to go over and speak about, and I'll do it. Okay. But enough people got to be interested in doing that. All right. Thanks for joining me today. Y'all stay safe out there, especially those of y'all in the north, in New York, in Canada, Donna, Jempress, Nay the Great. Be careful out there, y'all. Be careful. Drink plenty of water. Meditate. Stay indoors if you can, because it doesn't sound like being outside is an option. You know what I mean? So, with that being said, I will see y'all at the next live. I am Magick LaCroix. Enjoy the rest of your day and your weekend coming up. Namaste to all of you. Peace.